Hey Google, turn off the den light. And I'm gonna get a hat. I'll be right back. Hang on a sec. Okay, this is the it's the Golf. It's the 2K23 Golf here. I haven't had the camera on for a while, so we're just trying to set it up here. Sherwood Shores. So I just got this game earlier today, so we can see how it goes here. I gotta mount the camera better. Hey Google, turn off the hallway lights.
Okay, turning 4 lights off.
That's better. Okay. Oh. It's supposed to be me, but it doesn't look anything like me in real life if you know who I am. Hi Tyler, yeah, I actually have every NHL, not trying to brag or anything, but every NHL game since the mid-90s, since 93, but I haven't got this year's yet. I found I used to play them years ago, like when I got them in the mid to late 90s, I'd be playing them all the time. But nowadays, when I get the new version, I don't play it that often. Oh, there's Chris. Hi. Yeah, I don't often do this, the golf, or any PS4 broadcasting, but since I thought I might as well try it out again, like. This is just for fun, of course, and
nicely done on the green and on an under regulation, mind you. This one's for eagle.
it's going to be a hard putt there. On a day when the Canucks, or not the Canucks, the New York Islanders signed Bo Horvat to the massive extension. What do you guys think of that? I think it was 8 years times 8.5. I'm just so glad the Canucks didn't sign to that much. Like,
This one's 8 feet away. Looking good. And you're under par already here today.
yeah, I agree. I think it's too much for too long.
See if you can get
He is 27, right?
before the end of things here
It's too much for too long.
Let's see it stick it nice and close here. Let's see.
That's a lot of money. But in 5 or 6 years from now, we might think it's not a lot of money, which I guess it's not. Like I remember when I was in school in the mid 1984, when their players were first started getting $1 million a year. We thought that was a lot of money back then. Back in 1984, I guess it was.
I think this will find the putting surface.
He'll be 35 then, won't he? Or
well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that. And that'll work for your birdie. Chipping it on in there. Well done. All right, let's have another look at that.
I have actually started my career in this game, but this was just a demo, or just a practice game to get the camera going. It was kind of sad the way they let Boudreaux go. They should let him finish his season. But anyway, he's still getting paid, I guess.
Okay, checking in here. 2 under par for the day.
No, this is a PlayStation 4, I guess it is. I gave him the option of broadcasting on Twitch or YouTube. So I just choose YouTube because I already have my account set up for that and all that. Did you notice on YouTube now you can't search for like a person's account, like, and search for to list the videos oldest to newest. You can only show the most recent ones. So if you want to look at the original videos on anyone's channel,
and second shot here on the third,
you got to scroll all the way to the end. You just can't search list oldest to newest.
come on, ball, kick to the right.
And it would be interesting. Clay stream tonight. He's already done a video of the day, right? He already did a video earlier.
And this one,
how do you stream on PlayStation? Okay, on the controller, on the top left corner, there's a share button. So you hold the share button, and it will give you the options of doing it. In this case, PlayStation refers to it as broadcasting, even though it's the same thing. Like when I'm looking at your chat now, it's on the right-hand side of my screen. Like, it's not like a YouTube chat thing, so I can't add. Like, I can't directly add moderators from right here. I'd have to go right onto my.
Not enough muscle into that one.
I'd have to go onto my actual account. But so if I go to my YouTube now, are I active as broadcasting? I guess I am, eh?
And now we're teeing up on the fourth.
Oh yeah, that's my like YouTube thing. So it does show me as broadcasting. That's kind of neat. So now I'll type you a message on here. Is oh, we see Shannon's now joined the chat. Yes, Shannon. So what's happening now is I'm on my my PlayStation playing the golf, but it's broadcasting to the YouTube. Oh no, here's Fangirl. Hi Fangirl. Yeah, this is of course on the PlayStation 4 playing the golf, and I just set it to broadcast.
Went wrong there.
So this is something new I'm trying. Like well, I've tried it in the past. Like years ago, that's how my channel actually started.
Oh, get out of there.
And they
we're
will
setting up in
do
the rough, and it's inside of the rough.
more
It's
videos on
down
the
in
Canucks.
deep.
As you may or may not know, I've had COVID the last week, so I haven't been doing much stuff like that at all, if anything.
Okay, back in the fairway.
Yeah, when I
Great
first started
stuff.
doing this tonight, I was just gonna
Okay, here's your
like play
fourth.
the golf and sort of get the camera set up, but then people started coming in right away, so I thought, well, I better set it up like.
Okay, here comes a 9-foot putt.
Yeah, I tested again a few hours ago, and there was, I don't know if you're familiar with the testing, but there's two lines on the test, and one was solid, one was barely lit up. So I'm going to test again in the morning, like,
It's
and
getting there. Oh, rolled right by.
I'm actually feeling a lot better. Like,
Okay,
this
this
came
one for
on
the
last
double bogey.
Sunday night, and I was in bed for a couple of days, or for like
All right,
4 or 5
let's
days.
take a look at the scorecard after that one. All right, you'll go up to even par after that hole. And we got a par 4 in front of us, not too long either.
But I've been eating good. I made eggs today, and last night for dinner I ordered Uber, like it's similar to Skip the Dishes, and the guy came right up to my door, and he placed outside the door, so I didn't even have any contact with him. Like, he came right in the building, like, so. Your first order with Uber is 75% off, so I got the chicken fingers from Montana. It cost about like $16, and that's with a $4 tip.
Oh, just smashed that. Okay, let's get on out of this second cut and get on our way.
I miss coming over and seeing Charlie and Shannon too. For those of you that know us, you know I do live close to Shannon, and it's about like 600 meters away. It's just outside my door. I gotta walk up the street a little bit, but I cross the street and I walk down a hill to the right, and she's right there.
And this putt would take you down to 1 under.
And of course, we go to the Royals games all the time. That's a lot of fun. So Shannon, how did you guys find out I was streaming? I guess you got a notification, I guess, because you're on my YouTube channel. Is that right? Or Shannon, you probably came on, but I don't think I put it on Facebook, like.
Oh. Okay, here's a 5-footer. This putt's tracking. Oh, that'll work for your par. Nicely done.
Yeah, hopefully I can come and visit. Like, maybe tomorrow Shannon will come down and visit. Like, because I'll phone my boss and tell him I'm still
We've made it to the
testing
6th
positive,
hole.
like. But at some time I got to get to Shoppers Drug Mart to pick up my prescription, because my doctor changed my blood pressure pills from 4 milligrams to 8 milligrams, and I want to get one of those sensor things. Well, that's cool, fangirl. I want to get one of those things that goes on your finger to test your oxygen level, like. I know they got them there. Yeah, back in 2015, my dad was really sick, and we had to take him to the hospital on Christmas Eve, actually. Then that was 2015, but he recovered from that, and he made it right until
And this is your third shot.
September 2019. Well, that's cool, Shannon. Like, Shannon, what I'll do is I'm gonna, Shannon, I'm gonna send you a message, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I see on my screen, because it's but you like you guys are seeing a standard well, like normal stream, like basically, right? Yeah. Well, I can see what you're seeing here. Like, that's kind of neat.
That'll do.
When I play the game, I don't know if you can't see it here, but there's right in front of me, there's a driving wheel system, and I'm actually sitting in a seat from a car like several years ago. Me and my dad built this setup that I got it from off used Victoria. And I think it was originally he wanted $25 for it. Right, so when I went over there to pick it up, I had
and about 5 feet to go.
My car or my van, my 2007 van, and I said what I was going to do with it, and he was kind of excited. Well, if you're going to do all that work, here I just might as well give it to you for free, like.
Right by the hole. And let's just drop one shot on this hole. This one's for bogey. All right, that one's down. Now let's take a look at the scorecard. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. And the 7th hole is upon us.
Shannon, when you come over, like in the future, and all better from COVID, you'd probably like playing this game too, because it's really not that complicated. Yeah, it's kind of neat how you can do the clay, how you put on your big TV, like. Like when I watch it here, to my left here is my setup that has my 27-inch monitor on the wall. I have a laptop like next to it, and above the laptop there's a 14-inch TV. That how I do the I can't. That I can do it on, and that's how. Yeah, so I can actually be watching like the TV, like a game or highlights, talking to you guys on clay, and looking up stuff at the same time, like.
Looking good. And ripping out a birdie after bogeying the last.
Sometimes I'll watch the clay. Oh wow, Jason Megas, all right? From Seattle, wow.
I think we're heading to the fairway with this one. And this one's about 190 or so to the pin. Well, I think we're bound for the dance floor.
I've had a lot of versions of this golf game in the 2010 version that was on the PS3.
Well,
my friends from work, Sue McGinnis, would come over with Bill. Right,
setting up.
We would come over and play this game every night. And actually, even before that, it was on the old original Xbox we were playing, right? And how we got into it. Then I had the Xbox, but for Christmas that year at work, we had a gift exchange program, and the lady that got my name was the boss, and she gave me a gift card for the game store down below, so I bought an older version of the game. But anyway, getting back to the 2010, in those days you could upload your picture somehow to the game, so your character would look more like you. Like this guy looks nothing like me. Like you've seen me. I think you've all seen me in person. Like, or when I know Fangirl hasn't, but when I say in person, like well, you see me in person now, so you can tell, like, or the Zoom things with Clay. Yeah, this is weird because I can't physically see you guys. Like you can see me, but it's sort of different that way, right?
Yeah, that'll work. All right, this is about 240 from the pin. Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here. Okay, third shot. Oh, you like that one, don't you? Okay, we're going to need to see a replay on that.
I probably won't broadcast like this or stream every time I play the golf, but it's kind of fun to do it once in a while, like. But sometimes at night I watch like people play like especially the driving games like Gran Turismo, and there'd be hundreds of people like watching them playing, like the comments, the streams going up like crazy, like. And
this one.
If you're interested in golf, you search Apex Hound, APEX Hound, HOUND. He's in
powerful
stuff. Is it Great Britain? Or he's somewhere, like, and that's what he does. Like he just plays. Like he'll play for like 3 or 4 hours a day uploading videos, and he does this game and other games, and that's his profession. Like
75 yards to go here.
But in order to start making money at this, I understand you have to have over 1,000 subscribers, right? Then you can start monetizing it. Then you can start getting the donations in the chat and all that. It would be nice to get more subscribers, but I don't know if I want to get that into it. Because when it gets to that level, you're more committed, and you gotta do it all the time. I think I'm at 270 subscribers now. It would be nice to get that up to 270, say 300, like 300 within a couple months, or maybe like 500 by the summer. Like, I don't know if that's possible.
This one's on a good line. Nice putt, and that is for birdie number 5 on the day. Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one. Here we go. Par 5 coming up.
Shannon, next time I'm over, we can definitely try setting up your Nintendo Switch. It is, right? And the karaoke. I think we can. If not, you know, in that cupboard behind me here, where I say one day I gotta go through and organize it all, like that would give me a good incentive once I know what parts I need, like for like adapters and well, not adapters, like splitters and stuff. Or if not, we can just get it off Amazon, like. But I gotta see what it is. It'll just be like a switch box or.
I think this one's found the dance floor.
or something like. Hey Lucas, this is so cool. Thanks for coming. Like I was telling everyone here, I hardly ever do this. I just decided to set up my my camera on my PlayStation 4 because I got the golf game today. So I thought I would
Okay with
just
that.
set it up and give it a try. Then people started coming in. And I
Put
think
this one in its home. It's a long
Taylor
way
was
from
the first
home,
guy
but
to come in.
I
Then
have faith.
Fangirl and Shannon, and you're here, and Chris was here, and yeah, the camera wasn't even the camera was
All right,
connected,
let's
but it
sink
was
this
just
for
down
birdie and
flat.
piece out what he said.
Right now, it's just balancing the top of the TV. Like I'm gonna maybe tilt it down more tomorrow and make it more firm, like.
And that will drop for birdie number 6 on the day. And right now you are at 3 under par.
Like when I first started my channel, I would do this more often, but I would hardly get anyone in because in those days I didn't have many people following my channel. Well, I still don't now, but it's growing.
Nicely played. And we're around about, I'd say 240, 245 to the pin.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about the Switch, Shannon. Like, I think James has one, doesn't he, Shannon? You could ask him about that. And there's always something else we want. Like Shannon knows, I've been wanting to get the PlayStation 5 since it came out. But if I do that, then I gotta upgrade my TV, because the TV this is on is from 2013, which at the time was good. It was a 1080p, but it was just an inexpensive one from London Drugs, right? So I'd have to upgrade that too, and well, I wouldn't have to, but Shannon wants me to upgrade it because I've already told her I would give her this one. Because the TV in my bedroom is a 65-inch, and when I got that, I gave Shannon my old 50-inch one.
It could be a good one. Oh no, it's right back.
And we got the great Danny Pace, the legendary athlete in Victoria. For those who don't know, he does the baseball and Special Olympics and curling and bowling. He's a great athlete in that. And yeah, we haven't been for a few years, Danny, the golf course.
And this will be a bogey on the scorecard.
At the Mount Doug course. Like, Danny's a great golfer. Like, he can really drive it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Pretty straight. On the putting, we're probably pretty good. Right, but you know, he's good, like.
Good luck. Par 3.
Yeah, I've known Danny for like 25 years. He's a good guy.
Might be going a bit long here. Well, I may have gotten a bit ahead of myself. Turns out that you're on the green. This one for the birdie. I went right.
Yeah, talking about the clay stream tonight later. That's tonight he's going to have that gentleman on from the fitness place, isn't he? I wonder if he'll have not Fangirl on again, but well, Fangirl will be there, but Isles Girl from New York. That was kind of neat last week.
This putt's going. That'll do nicely. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. And teeing it up on a par 4.
What would be neat if they had local golf courses that we all that from our area? Like, I know people can create them, but it's kind of a hassle. Like, at Walmart, Nintendo Switch is
Well
$245. That's not too bad, I guess.
Like about 185 yards out. Oh yeah, there's another green and reg. I'm liking
This
it.
Scott Fox, this is the
5 feet to
23
go.
version on the PlayStation 4. I just got it earlier today. Like it was telling these other guys, I just set up the camera just to test it out, and people started coming in, coming and going from the chat there. Like, it's no, it's Y2K
Oh my
Sports.
goodness.
But it is golf.
All right, par putt.
It's a 23 version. I went 21, then 22.
All right, solid putt.
No, I don't think we can do that, Scott. That would be kind of neat if we could.
Still
But
at
it's
2 under
definitely
par
just
after
on
that one.
here. And maybe if you got the PlayStation 5, you can do that. Today, this game cost me $39 plus tax for this version. There's a more deluxe version that has
Well, that's no good. I think this is
like
getting
more
sandy.
courses and more items, but it's more money. It's like double or more. Yeah, the games can get expensive if you're not careful.
Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Oh, that's off track.
Off track. Or at least we're out of the sand.
Setting up here now for our 3rd shot.
That's just for the part that you play the games on. Then you need to buy the
Judged on that
games
one.
in case. Yeah, that's
And
right.
for
I have a funny
the
story.
par.
Back in the day, I was at
Par for
Hillside
the
Mall in
round.
Victoria. This goes way back to the mid '80s, and was an older guy then, like a grandfather, like in the maybe '60s or '70s.
Stepping up
Said,
to a par 3
and
here.
and he was looking at the different stuff in electronics department, and he came across like the VHS, because I guess in those days it was kind of popular, but not everyone had one. Well, I guess a lot of people did. But anyway, he asked the clerk, like, well, what is this? And the guy says, well, it's a VHS tape. You
no
watch it
ever
on your
landing on the
TV.
green.
So he says, well, where do you put it in your TV? And we said to him, well, you have to have a VCR, like. So that was kind of neat. He was just learning about the VCRs
Nice approach.
back then,
Good
which was a
stuff.
big thing. Now, of
one's
course, a lot of
82
things are
feet away.
streaming. But as Shannon will tell you, I have
This one's tracking.
like a few hundred DVDs that I purchased. A lot of them I had from when I started collecting years ago, but in secondhand
good.
stores, or
All right.
I buy them
drop on in
sometimes
there
too.
for par. Good stuff.
Down in my condo in the entrance hall, we have a table, of course, like most places do,
All
and
right.
people put
Still
stuff there for
2 under
free.
after that one.
So over the past
Here we
year
go.
or so, or
Hole
a
number
couple of years,
17,
I've gotten
ready to go.
maybe 50 or 60 DVDs that way.
Oh my goodness, you launched that ball. Okay, we're setting up about 100 yards out.
Yeah, that's so neat. It's like an actual live stream.
That's a safe shot. Sink this, you can move down to 3 under.
When you saw 23's clock tower, that's kind of cool. Yeah, back in the day, I used to play the Gran Turismo in 2013 on the PlayStation 3. I guess it was the Gran Turismo 5. I played it like 2 or 3 in the morning sometimes.
After that,
Like I'd come home and say, well, I'd go on about like 8 or 9 o'clock at night and say, guys, I can't play too long tonight because I'm tired. I got to work tomorrow, right? And I'd be on and somebody would come on, oh, you got to just do one more race, Rob, one more race, Coach Rob, and it'd be like 2 or 3 in the morning. Like I'd be the last one in some of the racing rooms. Like out of 20 people, I'd be the last one in, right? Then in the end, I'd be the only one left.
Time for our second shot here on number 18.
Yeah, they're more games. They're more expensive. Yeah, I think Scott was grad Lambrick 1990, I believe. Is that right? And your sister Colleen was, like, when I graduated in 99, I think you were grade 11 and Colleen was grade 10. Is that right? Because I know we all did the track a little bit, and you guys were in the band, right? Like you guys were definitely in the band. Like I didn't. I think you were in the band. Like I wasn't in the band then, but I helped Mr. Hagan with the video, with the school's video camera, like back then. Colleen was 91. No. That's right. And you were 90? Yeah.
All right, here's a 7-foot putt. Just right by the hole.
That's cool. Man, remember those days. It's weird when I see your name come up in the stream like this or Clay stream, I still think of you of when I saw you in Lambrick, because I haven't seen you in person since 91.
Okay, and the putt dropped.
Of course, I've been back at Lambrick helping out since 2003, so I'm still around the school.
Coming to an end, and it'll be 1 under
yeah, you look the same from your Facebook profile, which is kind of neat. I think we all look the same.
Hopefully, we'll see you again around here real soon.
To some degree. So you remember Mr. Rocky Vitale, Scott? He retired at the end of the most recent school year, and he was there when we were there, of course. So yeah, so the only ones that are still there from when we were there, but they're teachers, not students now, is from my class. Well, from I think your class, Brian Neal, still there. He's teaching, and from my grad class, Aaron Helm. He's a teacher there. Yeah, back in those days, Vitali was the special eds teacher for the special needs students. But now those students are integrated into the regular classrooms with a support worker. So Vitali, he was in charge of the baseball program, like the academy, like. So yeah. Your kids are in Torquay and Gordon Head, because when we went, I think you went to Torquay, right? Because I went to Gordon Head. In those days, it was grade kindergarten to 7, right? Kindergarten to 7, and I came there in 78. Heading to Lambert a couple years. I'm not sure if I'll be helping out much longer, because like Turnbull, he retired 2 years ago, and the new guy that took over from him, he's retiring this season, and it's a bit of a hassle to drive back and forth. So I might do 1 or 2 races a year, because I have all the cones for the cross country set up for Lambert. Because how that came about is the first year I helped out, we didn't have that many cones, right? So Oak Bay gave me $100 for helping them like do their pictures, and every year they would give me money for their pictures, or they still do actually. And I always said, well, I'll just put the money towards things we need for these meets, like. So I got that's how the cones, and Shannon will tell you I have a few hundred cones, like. You wonder where the time goes by, like it's like 20 years. Hang on. The first year I helped out, we went to Jericho Beach for the cross country championships, and we came 3rd place back then, and that doesn't seem like 20 years ago, but it was. And the neat thing is, when you think back 20 years ago, if you were 16 or 17 back then, you'd be in your late 30s, like. And the one teacher we had was, student teacher was a guy by the name of Darren Dickout, and after that year he went on to teach in New York. He got a job in New York as for the year or two. If you're ever in Walmart. Yeah. Oh yeah, then this guy that was a student teacher in that trip, after he taught in New York for a year, he went down to Florida. And last check-in, I heard from about 6 or 7 years ago, he was selling boats in Florida. So that's kind of a neat thing. So when I started helping out in 2002 or 2003, right, one of the girls that graduated that first year, Tessa Logan, is now Tessa Kubachuk at Oak Bay High School, who is well, like a teacher in the middle of her career now, I guess. And she's got 4 or 5 kids, and she's the commissioner of the whole Lower Island for the track and field league. So it's kind of neat, like.
I'm Luke Elvey, and alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam.
Looking forward to getting into the action here, Luke.
Do you know what feels weird for me is when you watch the All-Star game, they'll show a picture of like one of the players, or even video one of the players when they were just like a kid, right? Then they'll show the year, and I will say to myself, well, that's only 10 years ago, like, right? And the player now is like 22, right? But now he was 12, like, but it looks so much younger, right? So the one we just played was just like a practice round. Right now, this is like a career.
Penny, what have they got in
I
front
got
of them?
Lance, one of the guys I know from hockey, special hockey. Lance is messaging me on Facebook now. But I've already let him know I won't be there tomorrow. And I've let the coach know too.
Opting for the 9-iron. Oh, clever play that. Just get it back into the fairway. And here we are with the third shot.
Yeah, I'll be 54 this year. But the odd thing is, like when I'm at the school helping out or in the gym, like getting stuff ready and all that, I don't feel any different than when I was a student there. The only thing that makes you like feel a bit different is it's all different teachers, and the teachers that are younger than you now instead of much older. Like like sometimes the teacher will come along, right, and I'll say, oh, are you a teacher or you're a student? And I say, well, I'm a teacher, like I'm 30. Like I say, oh, you look so young. Like they say, well, thanks for that. Like I think as you get older, people that are younger than you sort of look younger, right? You know what I mean? The people that are older don't look as old. Like when I was, like, say when I'm, like when you're 16 or 17, looking at somebody that's 40, looks way older, but they are way older. Or even when you're 20, you look at someone that's 40 or 50, they look way older than you, which they are. But when you look at somebody else that's like 40 or 50 now, they don't look that as old as you think they are. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm trying to say. I guess you're only as old as you feel.
Going and going and going.
Yeah, so you remember the Linden trade, do you, Fangirl? Yeah. The 94 Cup run for me was more memorable than the 11, because in 94 we weren't supposed to get there, like, but in 2011 we were of course supposed to win it all, but we didn't. But it's going to happen one of these years that we're least expecting it. Like, maybe it obviously won't happen this year, but there'll be some sort of a run in a couple of years maybe that we
what have they got in front of them
like
here, Henny?
knock off like a
13 feet from the cup. He's
like a team in the first round. We'll look at the year when LA won the cup in 2012. They weren't even supposed to be in the playoffs. They had to win on the final night of the playoffs to get in, and they took out the number one seed team, Vancouver, in the first round.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt.
I think we were quite upset. Like, we were upset because it was Mike Keenan sort of came in, and it was more than just the captain giving them this, the captain to Linden, taken away from Linden. It was more of the number thing with the number 11, because as we know, number 11 from Vancouver is not in use because of that player that passed away in 1973. So they took the number out of circulation, and they all agreed at that time that no one would wear number 11 again. But it wouldn't be
looking for number 2 here today.
It wouldn't be worn, right? But then when Messier came around, they said, "Oh, we'll make the exception," and they didn't even consult with the family, is what I understand. Like, You know what?
Well,
You
that's a
know what
pretty
this
good play
reminds
there,
me of
Rich.
now is
Right up near the
Lego
surface.
Rocks. You've all seen Lego
Aggressive
Rocks.
play. Like to see it on this par five.
But when he does the videos and
Getting
stuff,
ready to play their
where he's
third.
actually playing like a hockey game. But this sort of reminds me of that, like the golf. Because now I'm doing the golf and I'm talking to you guys, which isn't really meant to be a live stream, but it ended up being
Nice
a live
recovery
stream.
there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Okay, steady now. Par putt coming up here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard.
I can see how time can fly by. Like sometimes when I join a live stream with a sports that night when I go to bed, like they're on for like 4 or 5 hours. Some of these guys doing this
Going with the 6
when
iron
they're
here.
driving.
A bit wild on approach there.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
This would be a great up and down.
Fangirl, the closest thing that I can think of that sort of reminds me of the Linden thing is the way they let Bruce Boudreau go. How we were all upset when Boudreau got fired. It was sort of the same way when Linden left, right? Because none of us wanted him to go, right? I'm kind of hoping Linden will come back to the team at some point,
That line was looking good,
to
wasn't
some
it?
capacity, like to.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. This looks good. Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
See, I wonder how many years Jim Rutherford will be here, because hopefully he has great health forever. We want him to live to 100. But realistically, like health-wise, I wonder how many years he can do this. No, won't you be 54, Shannon? Because it's only 2023. Because I'll be 53 because it's 2023 and I was born in 1970. What we do know is Meow Charlie Meow, he'll be 9 in the spring, right?
Back into the breeze, going to be a tough one.
This would be a momentum.
That's right, Fandra. That's a good point. When Linden was traded, we did get Todd Bertuzzi back, right? And at that time, like we all knew he was a good. Well, I guess this is sort of the same. We get this Ranta guy too, so it's very, yeah, it's very similar.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
And his first round draft pick, that's, well, that could be anybody really, like. With Connor Bedard coming in, like, that's, well, no, we're not going to get him, but that'd be quite something if we did.
He's currently tied for first. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, that is bombed. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the sand.
That was a good strike. It was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. Even for the day. Currently tied for top spot.
So when you guys watch this, you can hear me. Obviously, you can hear me because you're asking questions. But you can hear the commentators too in the background noise or the background, like game sounds. Is that right? That's right. He had a second and third overall for that, and he had an agreement with the whatever team had the first pick that they would not take either the Sedins, right? That they were taking.
Shot. Currently tied for the lead.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, that almost went in the hole.
So with this upcoming draft,
Straight out of the top draw.
I'm not sure. Like, it depends where we finish. If there's any way we can get the first overall pick again,
coming up.
or for the first time and actually use it, like, I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, say we ended up getting the 6th overall pick, and say the pick we get from the Islanders was 14. Do you give them the 6th, the 14th, and next year's 1st and 2nd? Would even that get it? Probably not. Like,
they have put some hurt on that ball. Send it.
and they'll find a way to screw it up somehow.
Henny,
Like,
do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut. Wow, did this come out beautifully?
now, did you guys? You probably remember this, or maybe you don't know this. Like back in the original 6 days before the draft, the Montreal Canadiens had first dibs on any player born in Quebec, right? So they won a lot of the cups that way. It's too bad it wasn't like that. That we would have first dibs on any player born in BC, because not only would we have had this guy, we would have had Carey Price too, if we had first dibs on every player born in the province.
Big pass over coming up for this fella.
Yeah, Calgary would have to make a trade too, Shannon, but they definitely could get him too, or they could definitely win the lottery, right? Like he could go anywhere. Well, look at the year the Oilers got Connor Turnbull, or not Connor Turnbull, Connor McDavid. Like no one thought that he could have gone there. They had to win a lottery, right? But like that's the year. Yeah, they got him. Like they got him.
Yeah, good putt. Well hold. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Or there's no guarantee well, I guess there's a guarantee this guy's going to be good. But remember Neil Yakupov went first overall 1 year, and so did guys like Doug Wickenheiser, Brian Lawton, right? But everyone says this guy's going to be a star, so hopefully he will be.
For the 8-iron. That one should find the surface. This would be a great up and down from this spot.
I just thought of a wild idea, Fender. I don't know if you like this idea, if Lucas is still here, or Scott or Shannon. And when it comes time to the draft, right, when it comes closer to the draft, that we could maybe ask Clay, so we do a draft profile on these players, is if we could all get assigned a player by him or pick a player then we record a 2-minute scouting report, how we actually do some research on the player and tell everyone on a Sunday night in the live stream for the top
It's like they got all of
10
that
like
one.
in the draft.
That's on a good line.
So like Fangirl would get a player, she'd do a report on, record a video, send it to Clay, or so would Shannon, Scott, me, and all the regulars.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they
So we'd
facing
have to
this
ask Clay
Wind is at
first,
their
like,
back on this one.
but you know what I mean? Like, because he doesn't have time to research all the 10 players, or maybe do or do something like that. That'd be kind of neat, like. Yeah, we definitely need to ask Clay first, but yeah, it'd be kind of fun, like.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This is their look at birdie.
That's disappointing. 4 feet to the cup. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for bogey here. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back nine, what are your thoughts so far?
2 strokes off the lead with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to need to put something special together.
And now on the
So this is like a sort of a mini PGA season. The first game I played earlier today, I actually won the round. And the one you guys watched earlier was
Oh, look at
a
that.
practice
You
round.
don't want that ball back.
Yeah, it's going to be big talking about the Horvat signing tonight. But doesn't he have that guy on from the fitness place coming on the stream too?
Sitting at 2 over for the day. Tied for 5th. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough.
Oh no, I got to be paying more attention here.
That was
That's
a
okay,
little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
But that's okay. The games are just for fun, though. Like we don't have to get it in every shot. Or
Playing their 4th shot. 2 strokes off the lead.
some people take this too seriously, but then you recover and you get a shot like that.
That
This
was
is a 1 in a million
there.
shot. Like I
All
couldn't do
over
that
the
again
parking
if I
lot,
tried.
chipping
Like
for par,
especially in
saves
real
today.
life. So I think that's what makes the game so appealing to people. Like it can be frustrating at times, so it can be like overjoyous at other times.
Just 2 shots back after that hole.
And we can't afford. We don't quake that much money, do we, Shannon? Like.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
And since the player's like an older player, like he's done his contract with the Canucks, it's up, he has the right to play where he wants to at some point in his career. So he would have been a free agent. Is that official, Scott, that just happened?
Yeah,
They
not
just
a bad
named
effort, that
Pedersen
one.
and Hughes
Up
the
onto the
co-captains.
green, and a chance to
I
hold
like
it.
that. That's kind of neat, like.
Putting for birdie.
It's kind of neat. Or do you think Miller should have been a captain because he's an older player?
He was on a good line. Let's
Wow.
move one step closer to the lead here. This putt for a share of fourth. Ooh, right by the hole.
You see, this guy's supposed to be me, Shannon, but he doesn't look like me at all. But
Just 3 feet to the cup.
oh no, Hughes and Pga or alternate or the assistant captain. So did they name an actual captain?
Job done.
We're
Let's
gonna
head to
see
the
what.
next. A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's interesting. So no captain the rest of the season. I guess that's okay, like.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. What a
So now
shot from
people
the
want
rough.
the
This
New
is
Jersey.
gorgeous.
Now people that are regulars of the game that can afford it, they'll want to get a new Pedersen jersey or Peterson
Yep,
jersey
that
and
was
a
all they
Hughes
could
jersey
do.
with
Just
the
had to
A on
gouge
it.
out and then
Because I
try
don't
and
think
get
you
up
can
and
just
down.
go buy the A from them.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
Yeah, sometimes that does happen, Shannon. They'll trade captains. Like, so who's the captain of the Islanders right now?
And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament.
Like, yeah, the new guy. Yeah, he's not as established. He's not one of the main guys, is he? Like who's the Islanders captain? If he came this way, but I guess you can try new things, I guess.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Oh no, no, no!
That's not the outcome they were after.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Oh, Anders Lee, yeah.
Looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.
Okay, once he signs his new contract, right, name him captain, then you sell even more jerseys.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead.
Because I've never met these guys in real life, it's hard to say if Peterson's going to be or Pedersen's going to be a good captain or not. Like,
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
He's currently tied for 11th.
Not much happening, moving down the leaderboard.
Anders
Never
Lee.
a good sign.
It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
the Rock, yeah, it's a good thing it's not a real club. But actually, I do have enough set of real golf clubs. I got a set of tailor-made golf clubs that I got several years ago, and I bought those off of eBay. Then by chance, about 10 years ago, I got the same set up in Mill Bay
That's a little untidy.
with the carbon shafts. They were like $40 for the whole set. I had to like piece them together. Like I don't know if you've been in second-hand stores, but typically when they sell golf clubs in second-hand stores, sometimes they get
That
taken out of the
goggle
bags and just thrown in a big
And Henny, what's he looking at
barrel,
here?
like, because
He is
fans
right
or people
on
that
the
work there
150-yard marker
don't
here.
realize it's better to keep them together. Yeah, Shannon wants jersey.
Going with the 9
If we ever do get to the mainland, Shannon,
well, this
for
one
the
looks like
clay
it's heading to the
stream,
sand.
for that
That's a tad
meetup,
wayward.
we should
Not
stop
quite
in
finding
at
the
Tawasin
surface.
Mills. There's a
Oh, as we can
massive
see there,
sporting
the
goods
wind
store in there,
definitely affecting that
too,
shot.
where they would have.
And the players left with an opportunity to get
Yeah,
up
then
and
you get
down
to
here
see it
from
in
the
real
sand.
life too, like.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And this putt to move into the top 10.
The Linden jersey that I was wearing when I went to the Clay's live stream, I actually got that at a secondhand store here about
That's
maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and that was like $25, and it's pretty good quality. It was actually behind the counter hanging
putting
up,
for bogey here.
and I said, "Can I see that? I'll buy that right away." And they said they had just put it up, like. Okay, we'll see at, is it 10:30 or is it 10:30 tonight, you guys, or 11 for the Clay live stream? Yeah, it's 10:30, eh? Yeah, 10:30. Okay, we'll see you then. At 10:30 local time.
Oh, just missed. Well,
Yeah,
that's
you want an
disappointing.
Oilers jersey, right,
This putt's for
Shannon?
double.
One of these days I got to go through my cupboard because I have somewhere that I bought back in the 90s from Walmart,
3
like a
feet to go here to the
CCM
hole.
version of. I know there's a Winnipeg in there. There's a Quebec.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that
I
one.
have
No
a
hole.
small LA Luke Robitaille one somewhere. Yeah, I should put them up in the hallway somewhere, like, or in the.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Time to hit a good
And
one
maybe
here
that's
from
an
50.
idea, Shannon. What do you think if I put them in the
Like you
hallway
say,
when
they
I
just had a bad
when I
hole
first
on the
walk
last.
in
They need to
my
shake it off
condo,
and
when you
concentrate
turn
on the
left
task at hand.
to go to the living room area, put them on the left, like high up there. Like, I don't know. Or on the wall. No, there's not
That's
even
a heavy
enough
shot.
room there with the Lambrick
And he's down there.
track thing from
Setting up here from
2011
about 185 yards.
is. I don't know. But the only thing is, you're going to get more all the time, but they get more and more. Or maybe put them up in
That
the
one's
bedroom
headed right
somewhere.
and
Like, even though
staying
people
right.
don't go in there, but at least I know they're there.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
Oh, if I want to wear them, Shannon, in some ways it might even be easier because I could just reach up and pull it down, like.
How close was that to going down? Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
I can try different things, like.
This is on a great line.
The old hammer hands putt. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Yeah, you'll take that. And a little slide down the standings after that hole.
If I didn't have the in the den rubber, this driving simulators, there's two bikes on the wall, like on a shelf above me. Then in the kitchen area in the corner, there's another big storage cabinet with two more bikes on top of that, and a bike below it. If I didn't have those there, I could like have a jersey section, but I don't know. I gotta get read if you're somehow like.
This lie's not great.
We'll figure it out, like. I think the hallway thing is the best thing for now, maybe for them. Because with the jersey, it's not going to be out of control like the hockey guy, who has like thousands of jerseys. Like, it's not going to be like that. Like,
and just about 8 feet left to the hole.
The only way that would ever happen if I totally lucked out someday and somebody put a posting saying they got an estate sale, they just want to get rid of like hundreds of hockey jerseys. Like, then that maybe then like. See, Shannon, that white line there, the significance of that is that shows where the ball is projected to go. So you see how I'm moving that little arrow, right? That's the aiming thing. So you got to aim it to the right. Like if the ball's going to go to the left, you got to aim it over to the right, right? Because it's the way it's called the lie. Like, now, I probably totally screwed this one up, but I'll give it a try.
Oh, so close.
Oh, it's just gone way down. I should have done it. I should have done the demo on a different hole, but anyway, that's all right.
What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the
So
hole.
now it's telling us the ball's going to go to the right. Don't let Sue McGinnis knock. Oh yeah, that's right. They could be too high. Like, yeah, or yeah. It's hard when your favorite player gets traded. Like back in the day, my favorite player was Lyndon White because, like, I was born on March 20, 1970, and he was born in April of 1970. So I always thought, well, like, he's the same age as me. Like, this would have been my draft year if I was a hockey player, right?
Good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Thanks, Hugo. So I'm going to stream NHL 23 on my YouTube, on my PS3. Well, Shannon, what are you having for dinner?
17th hole.
I should make some dinner soon, too. I'm going to have... I don't know what I'm going to have. Oh, no.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
What I might do then is this is hole 17. There's one more hole, right? So I'll play that hole. Then I'll shut this down as far as the live stream is concerned, so we can all get ready to do other things, because I should eat something too, and because I could easily continue doing this right on, and before we know it, it will be 10:30. Like,
bogey putt awaits.
Oh, see, I gotta concentrate
That
more, but
hurts.
that's okay. That's a good idea. Like, I got these ravioli things I might heat
Well,
up.
to be honest, those are the putts you have to make at this level of competition.
It's the kind you get over in the deli section that you gotta put in the water. Like,
It's just about 3 feet away. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
oh yeah, you got your one-on-one. Those are fun. Yeah, I've never done that. Well, I've never done an official one with Clay, based on all that level. But I have talked to him one-on-one
Currently 12
in a
over
Zoom
for the
format.
day.
It was when I won the night I won the tickets for the hockey game a couple years ago, or over a year ago.
Teeing off here at the
We did a
lady
quick
last,
video
the 18.
that night, like.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot.
If it wasn't for me
Yeah,
being
they're
off on
planning an
COVID
aggressive
protocol,
play here, guys.
this is a typical
Going
night
for
where
it
me
in
and
two.
Shannon probably would have shared a pizza from the pizza store. There's 3 right near here, and sometimes she'll pay for it, sometimes I'll pay for it, and we
Well,
always
looks
get
like
the
they
one
tried
that's
to be
on
bold there,
special,
Rich,
so
but it
it's
didn't
like
quite work out for
$10
them.
for the
Oh,
picture.
look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc.
Oh, you were
with that
Special
shot.
Olympics, Tyler.
Disappointing.
McKnight. Yeah, I'm one of the
Far from
coaches
green
for the
here, just in
Victoria
the greenside rough.
floor hockey team and soccer. I haven't done the soccer for a couple years, but I helped with the floor hockey team. But I didn't go on any of the trips this year. They went to Kamloops recently, well, this weekend, and
that
they
almost
got
went in the hole.
the bronze in their category. So, which is pretty neat. Like
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
I think they're
This is downhill. Can't be too
in
bold.
Group B, I think, or B level. I always thought if I ever go up to the other level, right, where I qualify for the
steady now.
one-on-one, I'd almost rather say, Clay, well, I know it's
Opportunity to make that
one-on-one,
par.
but why don't we do another group chat with all the people? Because I find those more exciting than just going like one-on-one, because I don't know what we would talk about. Like it might be fun.
And that'll bring his tournament to a close.
A goalie and player. What team? What city are you in, Tyler? Are you the guy from Comox? Comox that won it all?
Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have
You're
their
Tyler
best stuff this
McKnight.
week.
Shannon, that's
Tough
Tyler
turn all around
McKnight.
for this player. Better days ahead for them, I'm sure.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.
Yeah, you see my profile picture. I'm a practice goalie sometimes. But I wish I didn't have to wear the and Nelson. I haven't been to Nelson since last time I was in Nelson would have been the early to mid 80s, because my brother's in Grand Forks, right? So I think it goes, does it go, you got to go Grand Forks, then you got to go Castlegar. It's a long ways down the road there. I knew someone that when we went, I didn't know them, when we went to Nelson, it was somebody that lived on a bit of a side of a mountain, So I just remember going down the highway, we turned off to the right, and we went up a big hill to their place, and they had like half a mountain, which is so neat, like. But that was a long time ago. One thing I will do, if I do these streams more often, like we're right a screen now where we gotta read stuff, right? I'll always have it on for a few seconds, because some people you're watching So this Andrew Shamey guy, that he's the leader of this group, or he's the leader of the season. I'm right now in 116th place. These are just fictitious names through the PlayStation. They're not real people. It'd be kind of fun to do on the road trip. Every summer we say we're going to do this, and this something happens, but we got to make the effort to do it. Oh no, we have decided your performance recently was not representative as what we had rather. So we're sorry we've had to decide to terminate our partnership. This is all within the game. Like, we have found your performance recently as Tattoo Golf. So this is going to be fun in the end. Like, you get different sponsorships within the game. Like, and you see at the top where it says Coach Rob Willie, above it says $7.75. You can use that to buy credits in the clubhouse. Okay, we're gonna exit to the mainstream. I'm still gonna listen to this, but my tablet needs to be plugged in. So actually, Shannon, I'm gonna shut it down for now because I want to get something to eat. Then I want to get ready for the clay stream, maybe relax a bit before that starts, because the clay thing, it's gonna be great, but I want to be ready because, like, I know I won't be off until midnight. So I guess this is it for this stream. I guess we could call this the first ever Coach Rob Canucks live stream, if you can believe it. It will go down in the books as the first ever Coach Rob Canucks live stream. So I won't put it in the playlist listing with the other Canucks stuff. I'll put it in the second group, in a second playlist, like Canucks or just live streams, golf live streams, and we talk about various topics. Yeah, Tyler McKnight. How did you find me, Tyler McKnight? Did you just happen to come on here and you found us, or you were on Facebook with us, or no, Tyler? What you got to do tonight is at 10:30. We don't have to do it. If you want to do it, you can come on YouTube, and it's at Clay's Canucks Commentary, or search Clay Emo, Clay AY IMOO, and there's a gentleman that comes on. We talk about the Canucks. Like, he hosts another show, or he hosts a show, and we'll talk about the Canucks at 10:30. Yeah, Canuck Clay on YouTube. Thanks, fangirl. Okay, so I'm going to call it the stream now, so I'm going to try to end it now, so we'll see you at 10:30. And that was fun tonight, you guys. Thanks for doing this. Oh, you are subscribed to him. Okay, so who we're talking about. Okay, so we'll see you at 10:30 tonight. How do I... See you later. How do I end this? Broadcast settings.